Hey everybody, I hope you are all having tremendous holidays. Today, I'm excited because I get to talk about one of the new death teams that is popping up that is one of my favorite teams. Most of you guys know that I absolutely love the Death Splinter. It is my favorite one. And this new squad is popping up and it is becoming very, very popular. And honestly, I say new squad, it's been around for a little while, but it's been more difficult to run in the past. We've got some new weapons with Chaos, and this one has really taken off, especially in Little League battles, in the low mana battles, and it's just a ton of fun to run. So what we're gonna do actually is use a combination of various cards and just really destroy our opponent's max health. With Death, you can actually reduce your opponent's max health by as much as 5, and you can just imagine how easy they can be to take out once you do that. So let's jump in and let's look at a few battles here. The easiest way is just to show you guys exactly what's going on here. So this is a battle where we have, first off, our new Death Summoner that's going to decrease opponent's health by 1. That's certainly going to help, right? We've got Thaddeus here. Then we've got Undead Priest. It's going to decrease health by 1 more, so we've got 2. You're going to get -3 health from Death Elemental here, and then -4, another one from Dr. Blight. It's this weaken here that is decreasing your opponent's max health by 1. So we're going to go up against the Jotun team. Jotun's dominating, right? Jotun's one of the best summoners in the game. Well, we're going to pair, not only that, decrease all that health, we're going to use Darkest Mage to use this Rust to eliminate 2 of their armor, which was pretty critical because you've got Tower Griffin over here who had that protect. And then this Redemption is going to kick in, which deals 1 damage to everybody after it dies. And watch this, just watch it play out. It's a very quick battle because the opponent has almost no health. Look at where all their health's going to go. So again, we remove that armor. You'll see that in just a second. Look at all of that health being drained. A lot of them just at 1 health, and then you get this Redemption. Bye bye chicken. Bye bye ooze. Taking out 4 cards just with that Redemption, because in these low mana battles you don't generally have a bunch of cards with a lot of high health, which makes that very, very effective. Just wiped out 4 of your opponents on their own attack. That's how crazy this is, and then you can just clean it up from there. It works so well and is a pretty dominant team up at higher levels. So that was a Diamond or Champion League level match. You can actually run it a little bit lower. Here's one that would be a gold level match. You don't have Dr. Blight with that weekend. You actually. Here we've got Weirding Warrior, who would have Rust at max level. He doesn't have that, but what he does have is that Amplify. I really like Weirding Warrior here, paired with some sort of Reflect. So sometimes I'll actually run Ouster with it. I really like that combination as well, and I think we'll see one of those here. Here you're going to get Reflect from Arianthus, and what that Amplify does is increase the Reflect damage by 1. And then their health is decreased by 3 because you've got Undead Priest. Here we've got Cthulhu. That's one we didn't see in the previous battle, and then the Summoner. So their max health is decreased by 3. Then you're going to get extra Reflect damage, and you're just basically going to let them destroy themselves. It's so fun watching them destroy themselves, either from Reflect, from Redemption, from something like that. You can see that Pixie look how little damage they do. Roar of the Seas does 2 damage, receives 3 damage back. The Void plus the Reflect with the Amplify and everybody's health weakened is just devastating, and this team can work really, really well. Again, I said at low mana battles, this one's a 30 mana battle. That's not what I would consider a low mana, so you can still use it at in some of these higher mana battles. And it can be effective, but it was just really devastating in some of the lower ones. And you can see by that point, it was pretty easy to clean up there. So that was it against a Magic squad. We can go back up to our Diamond level here, where we've got a little more. This one was actually a Silent Summoner, so this one was run by me. I was not able to get that in there, but man, just watch this Redemption. It is so nice just watching them destroy themselves. Here we've got 5 opposing monsters at 1 health, and the Redemption just takes everybody out. Now, I mean, not only is it effective, but it's just fun. It's so fun to watch that on it's got to be infuriating. It is infuriating on the other side, because I've been on the other side a couple of times. I've been on the other side on stream, actually. I think I'll have I think one of these battles up here was actually one that was on my stream. But yeah, you take out 5 of your opponent's monsters on their own attack, and it's going to be pretty easy cleanup from there. Dr. Blight overall is much powerful than I honestly anticipated. I really underestimated Dr. Blight. He has been very good, and he works very well in this team. This strategy actually does not have to be used solely in death. There are some other splinters that have some weaken, that have some redemption, but there's not as much, or it's not as efficient from a mana standpoint. It's not quite as cheap. Death has like all of the, other than Cthulhu, all of those cards are 4 mana or less. There's a redemption card. We've got Cursed Slimeball with one mana there. Like Fire has a couple redemption cards, but they're more mana. So it's easiest to run this on death, but it doesn't have to be death. There are actually other options here. Here was one where I ran it with Ouster here and was trying to get some of that reflect. I didn't get a ton, but I was able to get enough. I mean, you're gonna see my Selly up there down to 1 health, Dr. Blight down to 1 health. Those are magic attackers that are going to get some reflect back. And then so right here, taking out Dr. Blight, and then I really like this combo right here as well. Death Elemental with our Magi. They both have magic damage and snipe. So you're going to decrease everybody's health by a ton, and then you're going to add some magic snipers in there that can maybe go around the tank and hit some of those cards in the back line that are less likely to have a ton of health. We've already decreased their health a ton. You're going to be able to get some one shots, or even just between the two of them, you're going to be able to take out most cards in that slot, and that's been very effective for me. I really like that combo. I was glad I got those cards. Man, it's so fun. So there's different ways you can play this off, and a lot of solid options. Again, I said the low mana, but that was at 32 mana. And still worked very well. Here was the one I believe was against me on stream. I think there's actually been a couple, but I decided I want to try to go with a sneak team. This is I guess there's a combination of sneak and an opportunity. This was a Little League here, and I talked about how snipe works very well. Well, here everybody's got snipe, so decreasing everybody's health and then adding those magical snipers in there is just devastating, just absolutely devastating. This was one where I got wrecked here. I got absolutely wrecked, and yeah, I see something like this pop up, and it's like, yeah, it's game over. It's tough. In this Little League, there's just not a lot of cards that have much health. So when you're decreasing their health by that much, it doesn't take much at all to take them out. It is so easy and satisfying as well, as I've already harped on several times there. So again, it's a team that's been very popular up at Gold Plus probably, and it is working very well. So if you guys haven't necessarily seen this, if you haven't ran it yourself, I highly recommend grabbing some of these cards. Again, they're not necessarily as far as acquiring these cards, you've got a mix. There are some older cards. You've got like yeah, I mean, you do have some of the older cards that are more expensive. You got Dr. Blight, that is certainly more expensive. But as far as even going and grabbing these and renting them, it's very fun to play with. So if you're in the upper levels, go buy or go rent some of these cards and check out this team, because it is a lot of fun to play. I absolutely love it. And hopefully you guys will get to see me actually put this together on stream now that I've started to acquire some of the cards myself. You saw some of those battles were mine. It's exciting getting able to run this. I don't have Thaddeus yet with the summoner, so I can't add that extra -1 health. But getting some of the magic reflect or some of the other options in there has certainly worked well for me as well. So again, there's different ways to play it. You don't necessarily have to own every single card. You can combine different things, but this is working very well. And every day when I do my battles, we're seeing this multiple times a day. So it is a very common team. And we're gonna have to see how we can deal with it. How can we predict that this is coming? And what sort of cards can we do to counter that? Because it's tough to counter this, especially in the Little League where you don't have a lot of health to fight back with. So we're gonna have to find come up with some better counters to this. So I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks a lot. I'll see you on the next video.